All right, guys. My FPL for game week 2 was this. Can you see it? Is it up on the screen there?
Yeah.
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 I was highly disappointed with Darwin. I mean, I have no idea why he went for that headbutt.
I think personally it comes down to experience. Lack of experience, that's what it is. You know, in these big games.
Yeah, basically, he got bullied the whole game. That's why.
That's what it was.
Yeah, but then
Well,
that then shows then the lack of temperament in the going forward. Then I mean, he's supposed
Yeah,
to be a
but,
top.
yeah, but I think he's gonna learn from his lessons in it.
But that's the thing, though, isn't it? He's
It's
got to
gonna
learn
come with
quick.
experience. Gonna come with experience.
Yeah, I think Neville touched on it on Sky Sports as well. It's like it's one of those things that it just happens. Like you don't know why it happens, but I think by the time you do it, you realise like you shouldn't have done it.
I think after you realize your mistake, you know,
Yeah. But obviously, it's gonna be a big miss for Liverpool because he's out for 3 games. So, but it's
Well,
gonna.
I suppose it does give Jota and Firmino a chance now.
Jota's out injured. It's just gonna be Firmino, isn't it?
Well, we'll see how Firmino's can perform now.
The problem is with the
Diaz.
FPL, it's just gonna be one wasted sub, isn't it? Transfer, really.
It is. Hasn't Liverpool got any more subs, like any more strikers from the reserves?
Who?
Liverpool.
Right, they did sign a Fulham winger. He's like very young, like 18, I think.
Who you talking about Carvalho?
Yeah, him.
No, he's not 18. He's older than that.
I thought
But he's not a striker. He's more a winger. They've got Firmino. They've only got Firmino up front. But they could play false number 9. So they could either play Jota, they could play Salah, they could play. But Firmino will play up front. He'll play the 3 games. But also, it just gives Firmino a chance, isn't it, to get a few goals, chances. But looking at that team, I might realise from a lot of my leagues as well that everyone's put Nico Williams on the bench.
Okay. And the other disappointment was obviously Manchester United, second game, and they flopped it again. Sancho. I had Sancho for the game week 1. I was expecting him to do assist or something. So, but they flopped again game week 2. And Trent also, I mean, that defense of Liverpool, I don't know what's the matter with them. Asleep back there.
I think they were just too complacent, man. They thought it would be easy 3-4-0 at home. But yeah, I just don't think we should have any United players in our team, to be fair.
No, Sanchez is going. He's going out for game week. So obviously, I already made my my move for game week 3, which I'll show you next. But Sanchez will have to go game week 3.
Fair, you're lucky that. Who's your captain?
My captain is Salah. Obviously, unfortunately, the assist or a goal.
To fair, if it weren't for Jesus, it would have been a very bad week for you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's mine really. Well, not really happy with that. Saka was quiet too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. So was Wilson.
Yeah. Well, anyway, okay. Who's next? You show yours next. Who's next? What are we?
Right, Mr. Muzzy. What are your feelings of your Manchester United squad?
No, not yet. No, he's got his FPL here to show. The screen share.
No, I don't think he has. So, who's got the FPL ready?
Yeah, I've got mine ready.
Okay, so you do yours next.
I'll do mine. Yeah, that was my team for this week. I thought I did pretty well. I thought.
Oh, you smashed it with the City.
Yeah, so basically, game 1 I bought Son in, and then game 2 I knew Spurs Chelsea. It's going to be a hard game. So luckily, De Bruyne and Son were the same price.
I'm surprised you went for Felipe.
Coutinho.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him in game 1. It's quite cheap as well. Plus, Villa didn't really have. They had 2 mediocre games. But Cash is the one that I was very upset about Because
Mm.
Villa were,
Matty Cash.
yeah, because they were 1-0 up until about 85th minute, 86th minute.
You know, I was gonna go for Cash, but you know, in the preseason, he did a home goal. I thought, no, I'm leaving that one.
But I think him and Coutinho are 75% to play now. But I reckon Cash will play. Obviously, Coutinho, I'm gonna have to have him. But also another disappointment, which I'm not happy about, is that Bruno Guimaraes.
Yeah, he was highly hyped, wasn't he?
Yeah, I've had him for game 1 and game 2, and he's done nothing.
But to be honest with you, look, you got 3 points. What did you get for game 1? 3 points.
Because of clean sheet in it.
Did you get 2 points for game week 1 of him?
Let me just double check. I think it was 2. But even 3 is just...
I mean, 3 is okay. I mean, you got 5 points. In 2 weeks, that's not bad.
Just double check. Actually, no, sorry, I got 3 the first week.
That's okay then. So
6
okay,
points,
6
yeah, but
points.
it's just they're playing against Brighton, innit? And I thought he might do something. But to be fair, Cancelo did quite well for me. Clean sheet, an assist, and a bonus point. But I thought De Bruyne was...
Yeah, he's definitely, for me, he was definitely the man of the week.
Yeah, and even Foden, goal and assist as well.
Yeah, no, he was right with the CE.
And then also Jesus did his bit. I was just a bit disappointed with Darwin. But also, I left Reece James on the bench. Was the reason I did that is because I thought they were going to concede, but I didn't expect him to score. But
I would never benched him, Reece.
Yeah, it was either him or it was going to be Cash. But I chose Cash.
James too good to be benched.
Yeah,
but I thought no, also if he didn't score, he would have been on 1 point.
I think the problem you have though is you got 2 different types of players there though. I think in reality, because what I find with James is, and there's one thing that if you're gonna have him, he's definitely a good player. He's definitely a better option, but his discipline in getting yellow cards is awful.
Yeah, that's another problem as well. Yeah,
that's the one thing I realized that you can have Jamie, you most likely get assists, you most likely get also a clean sheet because the way he is a good defender. But his discipline of getting yellow cards, man, the way he picks them up as he's getting candy in the shop. So that's the only downside of James.
Yeah, and then also Ramsdale and Zinchenko, obviously they didn't keep a clean sheet. They kept in the first game week. But for game week 3, I've brought in Mitrovic for Darwin. Yeah, it was either Mitrovic or it was Ollie Watkins, but I've looked at the fixtures coming up. And I think Villa, they've got some hard games.
I think it might be worth going for Ivan Toney, mate. Brentford have got some good potential wins coming up, especially when the confidence boost they got from United game. I think Brentford are good value right now to get some good players in good form.
Yeah, I've already done my transfer already.
Oh, okay.
So I bought Mitrovic.
Okay.
It was either him or Watkins, but I bought Mitrovic. So, but apart from that, I think I'm happy with my team. So,
yeah,
I think I hopefully get another good week.
Okay, so who's next?
Andy, you got yours?
Yeah. Does anyone want to share his?
Nah, but I did rubbish, but it is what it is, isn't it? On my team. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go. What's going on here?
Oh shit! Can you see it?
Yes. Hold on.
Basically, if it went for Cancelo, yeah. Well, you'll see that you're lucky Haaland played.
Yeah.
Darwin is your vice captain.
Yeah.
That would have been -4.
So I got -2 for him.
which I was
Yeah,
just shocked.
he was below average. I mean, the average is 57.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And also think about it. He did a wild card as well.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yes.
wild card. That's right.
Yeah, so the wild card, the reason why I used it is because my game week 1 had too many rubbish players that underperformed, so I had to either take the point hit or use the wild card. So
I'm confused. You say you're too many rubbish players. Well, what did you do preseason selection wise? You asleep?
What was
So
your game?
this
What
is-
was your game? What was
So
your
I'll
game?
give you one.
this was game week 1.
You got Koulibaly, a very good player. You got Cancella, you got Trent, you got Saka, you got Mount, Ronaldo, and Haaland. What's so rubbish about all these players? The only problem is you captained the wrong person. You should have done your homework.
Yeah, I would have kept.
Well, I understand. Okay,
Yeah, but
Ali,
it was
listen,
game week
listen,
1
listen.
though. It was
So-
game week 1.
So who you gonna blame on that one?
Listen. Ronaldo wasn't even in preseason matches. Do
Exactly.
you really
He only
believe?
played-
You really believe he was gonna give him time? It
Yeah,
wasn't fair for
he only played 45 minutes.
It wasn't fair for the other people,
Yeah, I know,
for the
I
other
know.
players.
I
You
know.
should, out of all the people, I mean, you're the fanatic of Ronaldo. And you should have known better.
You're a hooligan, not fanatic.
It is what it is.
I mean,
but I took him out of my
you know
team,
what?
man.
I'll be honest with you, Ali. That's a very good team there you got. Where's it gone? That's the one, isn't it?
This
Game
one.
week 2. Or
Is it
game week
game-
1.
Listen, seriously, you should have kept it. You could have just changed Ronaldo if you wanted to.
No. I see why he did it, because Henderson didn't start. Perisic didn't start. To fair,
The reason why-
Koulibaly, he should have kept Koulibaly.
The reason why I took him off is because he was against Spurs, innit? And the conceding goals up. I was goals here take points off, innit? I didn't know he would score the goal, but
That's another thing. Yeah,
that's the reason why I took it, because they were facing Spurs. So I knew they were going to concede, so there wasn't really much point.
Okay, that's cool. Why the heck have you got Henderson in game week 1?
Yeah, I thought he would start the first game.
Yeah, but what does he do? He doesn't score.
No,
He
doesn't
does
score,
now and
but
then. He does
He
now
doesn't
and then.
assist.
he does
I
now.
think- I
Well, he
think
does
it's
now
just
and then, but
I think with Henderson, just a hype.
He's basically another Fred, bruv. Like
But
they don't
I'll
score,
sh-
they don't do anything.
I'll show you my team now, innit? So this is my team now that I've got for this coming up.
All right, your back 4 keeper's good. Martelli, okay, Lingard. Yeah, that's the team we should have had game week 1.
Yeah, that to me is a strong team there. That's a legit strong team for back as well.
Yeah.
Lingard, Son, Martinelli, Tony, good. Haaland. You
Right.
know what? I
You know what?
think
Basically, I'll change the captain.
To who?
I'll put Son as captain.
Who?
Son.
No, I'll put Jesus.
I'd say Jesus, bro.
Yeah, I
I
say
think
Jesus.
Bournemouth.
I think
Nah,
Bournemouth-
because Spurs play well at home. And they're playing
Yeah,
against
but
Wolves, isn't it?
Son, what has Son done the last 2 games?
Or I could put Arnold as captain against United.
Yeah.
My logic for Jesus is he's already on form anyway. Okay, he's already on form. Bournemouth took a battering against Man City. Let's be honest. And I think the next few games after Arsenal
No, but
anyway.
they did quite well against Villa first game.
Yeah, but this is the thing though. Now they're gonna enter this game of runs where it's gonna get difficult. And I think sometimes opening game season are quite hard to manage expectations of people. Let's be honest. First game
Personally,
season, no one comes in.
I'll have
and
Son.
winners.
I'll have Son as captain.
All right, let's have a vote in it. Son, one captain. Who else?
I'll have Son
One
because
vote for
Wales
Son.
has also played away at Bournemouth, mate. It's not easy going away.
Okay,
So I thought-
well,
Did they beat
one
Villa?
vote
Or
for
did they come
Son.
back? They came back from 2-0 down, didn't they?
See, the mad
Yeah.
thing is, right? The reason I'm also saying Jesus in Ali's point of view is because most of his team, he's got majority Arsenal team there, so he's definitely, in one sense, backing Arsenal to do well for him to have 3 Arsenal players.
I've got 3 Arsenal players as well, but I've not once had Jesus as captain. I know he'll score the goals, but I think it's just the problem is the reason why I don't captain the strikers is because the midfield they get more points.
Yeah, understandable. I think
You know what I mean?
Jesus
Yeah,
also. I think Jesus also got goals and assists last time, right?
2 goals and 2
yeah,
assists.
that's
It's just
the
last
same
week.
with Haaland as well. He'll get goals and assists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
That's what I'm
Haaland,
saying.
no, I thought a lot of people
I
had
It's
him
a
high,
same
but he
team.
obviously he
It's
flopped
the same
last week.
team.
Innit?
Yeah, he flopped last week, but this week he
Also,
might
you're
be
playing
sick.
against Newcastle. They've got a good team this time around, haven't they? Much
Yeah,
better than
but
last season.
have you guys seen Haaland's pace? So De Bruyne just needs to do 1 free ball. That's it. He'll run
Yeah, but
onto
did he
it.
score? No, he didn't. Exactly.
He scored the first game
Yeah,
twice.
did you have
So
did you have in the first game?
Haaland, yeah,
Did you?
yeah,
Did you?
pretty sure I did.
I'm pretty
Pretty
sure.
sure. I don't know.
That doesn't sound like you did, mate. That doesn't sound like you did.
That
Okay,
shit.
guys, let's carry on now. Who's next?
Shall I go next?
Yeah.
I'll go next. Oh,
So
no
so
problem.
far, I've got the best so far at the moment. I've not seen everyone else's. So
Just to let you know, we've got 6 minutes left on this
six
video.
and a half
yeah?
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll continue next video.
6.5 minutes or 16.5?
6.
6.
I thought it was 40 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. 35 minutes already gone.
Yeah, guys, how do I share my screen again?
Do what you were just doing now.
We were waiting for you lot to come on, innit? That was part of the conversation.
I'm on already.
conference
Oh,
call.
yeah. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, here it is. Give me a second.
6 minutes remaining.
Come on, boys. All right, Emma,
Because-
you go. Emma, you go. All right, Emma.
No one's got a
Oh,
team
no.
ready.
I can show you my team if you want.
Well, I'm using my phone, so I don't
My
know how
team's
to do
ready.
it.
All right, go on, Rakib.
My
You
team is
go.
booming. We got some
This
great
for game week 2,
players.
yeah?
You guys see my team?
Mine's running up on my side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, a bit of a down week. Not the.
You know what? Personally,
But truth be told, I got screwed over by fantasy from game week 2 because I did my team, but I didn't save for some reason.
do you
I didn't want to do
only... I myself personally, the only 3 players they are like is Diaz, James, and Kane. Oh yeah, and Saka.
I just think they're young, innit? I feel like if you're a young player, you play for a top 6 club, you're gonna get the stats naturally.
Oh,
know
you
what I
got
mean?
Henderson.
So, like, these are the
Bench.
type of players you want to be having. I just think
Got
Henderson.
Ronaldo on bench.
You had Henderson on the bench.
That was a bold move. Ronaldo on bench.
You got
Yeah, well-
Zaha on bench as well.
I mean,
Yo,
As
you should have done bench boost.
What you should have done actually. To be
14
honest with
points for Henderson as well.
you. I know he done all right. What you should
Yeah,
have
he
done. Zaha
saved the
7
penalty.
points.
And you got Zaha 7 points there as well.
just Zaha let me down week 1. I thought he played terrible, so I thought just bench him, give him some time to
Yeah,
recuperate.
because
Now,
Henderson saved the penalty, didn't he? So
Yeah, but Zaha played Liverpool, innit? They
Well, I
always
mean,
that's always
this
gonna
is
be a
why-
good game.
If I show you this is my week. Well, this is what I mean. If for some reason I can never save my actual team, but what I plan to do is I have Tierney on the left, Diaz, Varane's off. I'm gonna put Dyke there.
no, listen. It doesn't matter where you play them in what position. It's just their defense.
Yeah, well, either way, I don't play. I'm gonna bench Varane. I'm benching Henderson. I'm benching Jimenez injured ass, and then
Yeah, I don't know why you got Jimenez.
I'm gonna put
Jimenez.
Zaha on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Zaha, Tierney, Henderson, and Ronaldo on because I think Ronaldo is gonna show Liverpool what he's about. You know what I mean? All this nonsense.
Right.
He made an he commented on Instagram today, I think, saying that the media has been speaking about stories about him leaving United, and I think he's gonna show people next week that listen, I'm the best player to ever lived in this game of football. So I'm gonna show
Listen,
you.
I get that. But
Because
please,
Liverpool are impressive. They
listen,
are not impressive right now.
I
But
get
the thing
it, but please don't give me this thing. What your colleague there, Ali, says pass the ball to Ronaldo. You
Nah,
think
but you know it is.
Ronaldo
Nah,
is
listen, you give him the
You know,
ball. You give him the ball.
Nah,
he'll
nah,
score.
but
You
yeah,
can't.
but
You can't. What? I don't care if he's 55. Like
Rocket,
the
but
man
the
knows
thing
how to
is,
score. He'll get the
Rocket
stats.
is easier saying. Rocket is easier saying. Pass the
Listen.
ball to him, yeah. But first, get the ball to him, innit? We can't
No,
even
I
do that.
agree. No, I agree 100%. But you can't tell
That's
me
the problem.
in a game of 90 minutes, you're telling me
We can't even give him the ball.
pass. He will get a decent
Maguire gets
pass,
more
man.
touches than Ronaldo.
Well,
He'll
you
get-
you guys talk about 90 minutes of giving Ronaldo a good pass, right? So
But
far,
here's,
you
my,
have,
no, but here's my issue. I don't like having Fred and McTominay with Ronaldo. You can't
That's
have two.
fine.
You can't have two holding players. If you got a poacher, you need attacking players around him. You need to have playmakers. You can't just have two.
Why are you gonna play him? Why are you gonna play him?
What do you mean?
Why did you
You're
play
saying
game
you
week
need
one?
attacking players around him.
Forget
No
that.
attacking
So
players
hang
around
on.
him.
Because I
So
have
that is
faith.
captain.
I think Ronaldo will get the look what he did to United last season. He scored hat tricks. He was coming back. It's just
Yeah, but it's against
first 2 weeks
Liverpool,
of the
man.
season.
Liverpool.
You-
Beat us
Yeah, well, Liverpool have been
8-0
great.
aggregate.
They're not impressing me, man.
Bro, they beat us 5-0 last season at home.
Bro,
That's
there's no
last season,
there's
innit?
no Mane. Darwin Nunes.
It's the same team. There's no difference in the team except for
thing
one
is-
player.
Yeah, Mane's gone.
Liverpool's.
Big
I
miss.
think Liverpool's. I think they're gonna struggle. I think they're gonna struggle.
Yeah,
that game.
Mane's a big miss. Mane's a
Is
big
Liverpool
miss.
playing home?
Away.
No,
Oh,
United
come on,
don't.
man.
Yeah, no. It'll be like a 3. It might be a 3-2, 2-1, 1-1. I just
So-
don't see Liverpool do anything to United. I think United will bounce.
Oh, yeah, IG, we're gonna get relegated, okay?
My biggest
Simple.
concern about Abdullah's statement there is he goes, it's 90 minutes. In 90 minutes, they should be getting passes. You had 180 minutes already where Ronaldo hasn't really turned up. In fact, your whole
Yeah, but
United
come
team
on,
hasn't
man.
turned up.
You understand?
they were
He never had a
And
preseason.
they were against they were against weaker teams compared to Liverpool.
But you understand?
So
like,
I'm confused, right?
Yeah.
Your team failed against Brighton. They were disastrous against Brentford.
Yeah.
In what mindset is he gonna suddenly wake up from his sunbed and go, you know what? Today I'm gonna just
Yeah, that's
And let's not forget, he did say he's the greatest player in history, which he is. We know that, no doubt. But listen, this greatest man of yours, he will not. I'm telling you, what has he done?
the thing is, what you need to understand is the preseason. He wanted to leave anyways, so he was not going to come into those games wanting to be the Ronaldo that he is.
So
He
what you
didn't have a
got him?
proper preseason. The first
So
two
on
games,
that note,
the
on
first
that
two
note, why
games for
do you
him,
have
they're
him?
just building the sharpness. He's just building the match sharpness. You know what I mean? But you got a game against Liverpool. You're telling me he's not going to wake up? This guy's an alpha. He's not.
Yeah,
He's
but-
not a bum. He's
You
ugly.
know what? You know what? I'll be honest with you.
He's gonna say, "Listen, give me the ball.
listen.
I'm done."
No. You're more deluded than Ali. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No, but here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying.
No, but
Manchester United. No,
But this year, Liverpool they look weaker without Mane. And also Darwin's out. And how often did Firmino play last year? Firmino didn't play at all.
Listen.
So I agree with that. I think Mane is a big loss for them because they've got no one.
Everyone thinks Salah's the best player,
Yeah, they've got no one.
Mane turned up in the big games.
Yeah.
They've got no one working hard for them. That's
You
the
know
thing,
what?
and that's
You know what? After 5 games, I'll probably accept it. Not yet. I think at the moment Klopp is tinkering like Pep tinkers. I'm not doubting Liverpool. No way.
I'm back on against
what
Palace.
the issue is with the EPL though. If you notice here, the last 5 champions, they've only had like 1 loss. You know what I mean? And they just win like 32. One thing I realized with the EPL, you can't even have a 9-point. You know what I mean? Once you go past 9 points, you're screwed. So I reckon like Klopp, he's thinking like, damn, I missed out on 2 points against Crystal Palace. I missed out on 2 points against Fulham. But if I go on this big run now and come end of the season, we lost by 2 points, I'm going to think about those draws I had against these rubbish teams that I should easily be winning. I'm saying that 10 years ago, you can have these bad losses and you can, mount a comeback. If you look at the treble season, United, they weren't always top. It was Aston Villa and Arsenal. So even when they won that treble, they still had to keep on climbing. But in this day and age, you have to start from game 1, 3 points.
No, I agree that. But listen, last season, if you remember, Pep, the first 10 games, awful. After that, you got to win the Premier League. So, like I said,
I mean, the only exception I make with Pep, he's got 2 teams.
Yeah,
he has 2 teams.
Yeah, but I know. But listen,
Liverpool have a best 11.
We're talking
what
about
I mean?
2 managers who we shouldn't be judging straight away. They have shown what they're capable of. So I just
don't
say
think
that.
Liverpool have.
Pass it. I think
Liverpool have so much to prove. They have so much to prove. The only silverware they won was a 1-0 penalty against Tottenham. They had a chance to beat Madrid and Paris, they flopped. They had a chance to win the league, they flopped. I don't want to hear this FA Cup, Carabao Cup nonsense. You know what I mean? What is this? That's the type of stuff you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear that. The look around Madrid, they won the Champions League. Liverpool have all these guys, Salah, you know what I mean? He's more worried about his off-brand deals and whatnot. But when it comes to the Champions League final, he wants to show up bigger than mini-me. Yeah, Ramos injured me. This is my revenge game. You should have just said, you know what? I got an injury in the FA Cup final. I should just wait for the walk. I just think Liverpool are a bunch of frauds. They should have won that Champions League final. They should have. There's no denying it. They should have won that. Madrid had no business lifting that cup on that day.
It just goes down to experience. It's just.
Yeah, but it clearly shows you as a fan you're still scarred by it. That's why you never to move on. How you doing?
And the thing
is, this is why
you're saying they should have won the Premier League, that match against Real Madrid, yeah?
The Champions League.
Yeah, on the backdrop of what Liverpool are, yeah? Yeah, you're calling them fraud. So I don't understand.
No, because at least with City, the thing is, what you understand is Liverpool, they've shown to be
City lost, didn't they? Against Real Madrid.
Who's winning the Premier League? The Premier League, Champions League, you need a bit of luck. Champions League. So I'm not even going to criticize Liverpool too much, but what I'm saying is, you've had 5 years, and you're telling me in the Premier League, you've only won the Premier League once within that period of the Guardiola.
Yeah, but
no, listen.
That's unfair.
That's not a fair assessment. But let's go by Klopp himself.
That's unfair.
How is that though? How is that?
No, it's not.
You have to.
No.
Out of 20 teams, what's so unique about sports? Out of 20 teams, only one team can lift that trophy.
No. Listen.
If you're second, that's a bust season. That's a disappointment season. If you're the top,
listen. From what I'm finding out,
you want to win the league.
Yeah, you're a Liverpool fan, right? Okay.
I'm a Southampton fan.
I find it just bizarre. You're a Liverpool fan, yet you don't even know on the first meeting when Klopp came, his first interview at Liverpool, what did he say?
No doubt. He had to rebuild that team.
What did he say when he's bringing the trophies and he delivered? Liverpool was saying to him, well, I'm gonna sack you next year or the year after. According to what you're trying to say, that in 5 years listen.
No, but I'm not trying to say sack him. I think he's a great manager.
Klopp has delivered. Unfortunately, I don't know. Unfortunately, you did. It's one of those things that happened in the final. Yes, they should have won the final, but then the Real Madrid fans will say the same thing. We should have won the final.
But they won the final. That's the thing.
They did. Yeah, but
we can talk about ifs and buts. The reality is, Real Madrid won that when they shouldn't have been.
League two seasons before that.
Yeah. What about they won against Tottenham?
Yeah, 3 years ago.
They won, didn't they?
Yeah, but
what are you expecting from them? Every year they come with the Champions League home to you.
Okay, so put it this way: if you look at the great Manchester United teams, do we say, "Oh, we love United because they won the treble"? No. Every season they kept on winning the league. It's not about that 1 year where yes, I won it. No. If you want to be known as a top club, you want to leave a legacy. I'm not talking about saying, yeah, you know what, I remember that team from 2018-19, they're the great team. I'm saying when 10 years down the line, when you're going through when they're doing the talks about who are the great team, you want to be known as a great team. You have to come with major trophies every year. You think Sir Alex Ferguson is gonna after every season when they don't win, do you think he's gonna be like, oh yeah, you know what?
No.
When he lost to City on goal difference, you're telling me that they annoyed him. He went and bought Robert Van Persie.
Listen,
you know what I mean? Like
you're saying they're winning every season.
They practically were.
They won. Please, okay. Give me the reference where they're
1998, 1999, United won. 1999, 2000, United won. Arsenal would challenge then and there. Then Mourinho would come. Okay, you have the Chelsea's for those 2 seasons. United will win again. United will win again. Then Chelsea.
That's not every year, is it? That's not practically every year, is it?
Listen to my point. I'm saying if you're Klopp, this is my point. This is the point I'm trying to make. If you're Klopp, you still can't be satisfied. And I think if you're Klopp, you say we have so much to prove.
But that's every manager. That's every manager, bro.
For sure. But I'm saying that look at Guardiola. Every year, you know he's winning.
No, but personally,
he needs to win the Champions League.
I think your viewpoint is wrong because Klopp's won everything there is to win at Liverpool, and Guardiola has at Man City. Guardiola hasn't won the Champions League with
That's
Man
fine.
City.
No, that's
But
fine.
club's
That's
won
fine.
everything
Like,
already. He's won every single
like,
major trophy there is.
no one can take away his
Liverpool.
achievements. What I'm saying is, if you want to be
You are.
known as a
You
game
are.
changer, if you want to be known, like, if you want to be known as, look at Alex Ferguson, 13 Premier League titles. You think anyone's gonna be? But they talk about these managers like, oh, these are the, like. I just feel like there needs to be a standard of how do we judge people who are known as the greatest managers or the greatest players. You get like Haaland and Mbappe already, yeah. Oh, these are the next Ronaldo and Messi. Has Mbappe gone to a semi-final to other Champions League? Has Haaland gone to?
I think
he has. Final. He went to the final, bro. 2 years ago against Bayern Munich.
No, sorry. No, he did. I'm saying like Haaland, for example, with the Haaland signing, like, okay, I know he's a great goal scorer, but someone like we can't just be like, yeah, like these guys. I guess what I'm trying to say is sometimes people live in the moment. Now that Liverpool are dominating, yeah, Liverpool are the next big thing. But I remember when Liverpool had a rubbish team, they had Minglet, Origi, and they were finishing like 7th. They weren't even finishing in Europe.
So, if we can, we're digressing away from the initial part. Let's finish off the teams. And then when we come
on my thing though, I think I don't want to say is that I think it's gonna be at home. Ronaldo has been pissed off with what the media is saying. I just think that for someone like him, who's an alpha, who thrives on motivation, think about it, he's old. And what I realized with a lot of old players, they thrive on motivation. They thrive on being doubted. They thrive.
Yeah.
I'm saying that he's going to be at home. He's going to say, you know what?
Knew what the media was saying. He couldn't do nothing at Brighton when he came on.
Yeah.
He knew what. Listen, and I'm just speaking now as a non-Ronaldo fan here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is because I don't want to be too harsh on Ronaldo, but I just want to just reply to you is this: he came on in Brighton. He done nothing.
Yeah,
he came on Brentford. He done nothing.
Yeah.
You were seeing all the media hype even then.
But I will say
what
this.
gives you now that guarantee he's gonna come and score you 3, 4, 5 goals?
Yeah, I will say this.
Against Liverpool the defense.
Yeah.
No.
I will say this. If I was in a room full of fantasy Premier League advisors, I would say don't bank on having Ronaldo. What I'm just saying is I just won't be surprised being at home facing a rival. He can say, you know what, I'm just gonna, because sometimes you just have these little motivations. You have these little things that can feed you. Look, Brentford and Brighton. How is he gonna get motivated for that? This is the guy that wanted to leave. But I'm saying that but here's the thing as well. If United can get themselves a creative midfielder within the next 7 days, because again, United, they just have fast.
Not gonna happen.
I think Pogba leaving was a big deal because he has the quality to make those passes.
There's still done nothing last season with Pogba anyway.
Those qualities never showed, if I'm honest, at United. So yeah, go on.
Nah, they showed. No. They showed. I just think Pogba just didn't do enough to. I think what Pogba lacked was the leadership.
He didn't show.
He can play. No, he can play.
Under Mourinho, it showed.
Yeah, it showed. He can play. He can make the passes.
I think it depends on what manager you're under as well. I think against Mourinho, he had one season when they won the Europa League and the Carling Cup. I think that's the only good season he had.
Plus, you got to understand, we're living in a new generation of football as well.
I want the first season Mourinho get sacked. I think it was.
Yeah, well, once Mourinho got sacked, he just went downhill.
The thing is, football now, it's not about the players are now coming bigger than the club. Look at what Van Gaal said to Ten Hag. It's a commercial club, meaning these players are going to make the money for them. If you're United, you're thinking, yeah, forget Mourinho. No one's going to know him. We want to market these players and this and that. And the point is, someone like Mourinho, his inter squad, the players would always say, we wanted to play for him, his ideas, his ideologies. But nowadays, these players, they don't present like that. They don't want to be told what they need to hear. They just want to be told, listen, you're doing great. Listen, what next sponsorship deal are you going to get? Like, it's a totally different game now. So that's why consistency is all about just the mindset. So you can be a great player, but if you have your mind in other places in life, you're not going to produce the goods. And if you put if you translate that to fantasy football, if you're someone that's picking a team, I'd say if you have to choose between a player that may not have recognition, but he's a hard worker, he gets those little points, he gets the stats, over a player that has reputation, but deep down, you know, he's not going to be consistent. I'd go for the player that maybe has less reputation, but if
you had for FPL, I wouldn't have Ronaldo in the team.
Because look at me, I picked Ronaldo, but what if I pick a striker from a different club that's scoring goals? I should be thinking about things like this. So I'm probably gonna use that transfer. Probably in like week 12, use that transfer thing I can use where I can make some little transfers and
I don't know,
whatnot.
man. I find you a bit confusing, to be honest with you. But
Why
anyway,
is
let's
that?
go. So let's go
Why is
next.
that?
Ahmed,
It's okay. You're entitled to your opinion, my friend.
seriously, listen. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people here. I'm asking, includes me in total 6, yeah, and you're the 7th.
There
Do
should
you
be
not
8.
find? Do you not find him confusing? Everything that he was saying. He was
No,
contradicting.
No. Basically, listen.
Contradicting at some
What
parts.
what he's trying to say that Ronaldo, when it comes to big games, he'll turn up. I think it's
You're telling me. You're telling me your first home was not a big game.
but bro, you're not a footballer, man. You know what I mean? We're speaking from the outside. You know what I mean? We can't speak like we've been there. You're talking about a guy that when he hits that football field, he's gonna hit the fans.
You're
the Old
telling
Trafford
me.
people,
You're telling
the
me the
Old
first.
Trafford people.
You're telling
Okay,
me.
guys,
You
listen,
You're telling me
listen.
Ronaldo's first
Guys.
game at home. That wasn't his big match there.
How's he gonna be inspired to play Brighton, man? The guy had a bust up at preseason because they left the game early. That was all the big hurrah.
But that ain't,
My point
you
is,
know
listen,
what? I
they're
don't know,
grown men.
man.
They're professionals.
Next.
They'll get on with
Ahmed.
it. They'll get on with it.
Ahmed.
You know what I mean?
Ahmed next.
By the way,
How do I do it? I'm using my
How
phone.
do I do it?
I'm
Okay,
using
what
my
I'll
phone.
do,
get
I'll
emotional.
go next then. I'll go next. I've got my little set ready. So,
You got to press screen share, Ahmed.
you're
Share
not.
screen.
No, you're not allowing.
It
You
should say
gotta,
share.
you gotta allow us. I don't have access.
What do you mean?
You
I've
know
been doing
what? I
access.
think Rocket's only here to just cause a bit of chaos and
Not even, bro.
confusion and
Not even.
misunderstanding.
That's
Listen,
what listen.
not
Wait,
even.
listen.
Host
Well,
is
I'm
here
not
to allow
even.
us.
Will Liverpool
Listen.
I'm just giving my 2 cents into football,
You
bro.
need to give me access to do share content.
Huh?
I need access to do share content. It's a group in it. You lot got access right now. You're the admin.
How do I give you access?
You need to go into your settings to give me access. I can't share nothing. You're admin.
Where's the host?
I am the host. What do I put?
Go to
I don't know.
meeting,
I don't know. I've not set it up.
Okay, okay, that's right. Sab's here. Okay, go
You're
on.
the IT guy.
Go on then.
You're the IT guy.
Right. Okay. So photos. So what we do is we do it based on
So Alex.
this one.
Hello.
Yeah, how
So unfortunately, I don't have the formation set up, but my formation setup is 4-4-2.
Why you got on transfers?
No, I'm trying to show you I'm going to show you the transition as well from last week to this week. So
What's this? This is go to your points.
change your points in it?
yeah, but that's
Go
the
to
Pick
problem.
team.
Go to your points
Go to
section.
your points.
Or pick team. Go pick team.
Hang on.
No, go to your
Yeah.
points.
Margin
Points.
listen, Margin screenshot there, that's why.
Give me 2 seconds, boys. Give me 2 seconds. I have got it ready. The problem is I've done the way I want to see it. There it is there. No, that's not it. That's the top guy. I made that one.
All right,
there.
Ahmed. Good morning. You go.
Abby, done yours?
Yeah, that's mine there. That's mine there. So
Alright, cool. Yeah, go on.
so for game week 2, as you can see, I had 55. I had 55 points. Yeah, game week 2, 55 points. Now the biggest thing I had was I messed up was here for the captain. I should have done Jesus, but I didn't. Obviously, out of the 2 players, I felt Haaland might turn up, but he didn't. And then naturally, when it comes to vice captain as well, Salah again he failed to turn up, and that's a learning curve for me. Now, hello.
Yeah,
carry
I'm
on.
listening.
Yeah. So for me, Son, and again, I'm sure a lot of you would agree. De Bruyne, in the weekend he did perform better. Same value, same price, and I think again that's probably the one bullet trigger I didn't pull, if I'm honest, around me to get those bigger points, which cost me this.
I did tell you before the Chelsea Spurs
No,
game.
yeah, you did, absolutely, no, absolutely. There's no denying that. And also I think with Martinez as well. I think for me, Martinez, I think I don't think they expected Brentford to lose 4-0 and the Man United to lose 4-0, if I'm honest. I think they could have lost maybe 1 or 2, but 4-0, 35 minutes, that was a disaster. And I think that's a learning curve for me where Martinez is now going to come out.
You know what, Majid? I'll be honest with you, right? I was not expecting anything that bad coming from Manchester United. They're going to lose.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I saw Sancho, right? And in fact, I had Martial instead of Wilson in the beginning, but obviously he got injured. But like Sutton says, don't pick no United players. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Not until that whole team is on a level where you can start.
Because preseason is nothing. Like it's you don't play your full team. You only just play half the good players, and second half you got your 17, 18-year-olds. Plus, I just don't trust United at all, man. They're not going to give you points.
You know what? That's a rule I'm going to follow of yourself, because
obviously my point system showed this week why, but yeah,
you done amazing this week. I mean, that's I personally believe for playing for the last three, 4 seasons now, that on an average you need 75 points a week to be hitting the 2,200 mark above.
Yeah, minimum 70, but par is about 75, 80.
75 is the best number to go for.
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously for game week 3 now, I've decided with the swap out. I've got 2 free transfers. So Ben Mee comes in from Brentford, and same with the Silva from Brentford as well.
Yeah.
Simply because my situation is that Kovacic is injured long term, but his price is reduced. So unfortunately, I'm forced to look at players who aren't exactly 5 million, because I've only got 4.9. So I'm forced to look at players who are 4.5, 4.6. So that's why the Silva is a forced move for me. I've got no choice.
He's doing very good at the moment.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But unfortunately, I wanted to get either Brentford player, Johnson, I think it is, something like that. It was.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I couldn't get him. He's 5 million. I've only got 4.9. So by default, I've gone for the Silva.
Watch out, a goal coming from him, the Silva.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He played fantastic. He played fantastic. And I think I'm gonna go for the 4-4-2 and have Ben Mee as well. You know, he's got a good history from Burnley as well. He knows the Premiership quite well. He's adding depth and quality to that Brentford team. So for me, a 4-4-2 with this being my back 4, and then minus Andreas. That's my 4 in the midfield, and then Haaland and Jesus in the up front. I think this time I might actually. I'm tempted between Martinelli and Son, especially listening to you guys. I think Martinelli, he might pull a bit more strings this time around.
I personally, obviously, I never. Sorry to stop you there. I never obviously gave Ali the answer who I would choose. I personally, if I had that squad, but I don't have Martinelli in my squad. I wish I did now. I personally would go for Martinelli as the captain. That guy is amazing. His last 2 games have been amazing.
I think in preseason he did 4 assists or 6 assists and then 2 goals, I think it was. And for preseason over 3 or 4 games, that's ridiculous. That's consistency. And then going into the season now, he's actually proved that as well. So for me, that's the team that I'm gonna most likely go for.
Personally, I would, like I say, I'll go Son captain.
Also,
you guys know best, you know.
Okay, Ahmed.
You know what? You're blaming.
What have I done? I'm rubbish this week.
No. On the first week, I kicked a lot of people's ass in our league, and I didn't gloat once, right? Suddenly, you got second week, and suddenly you're the best manager. So you know what? I'm gonna say one thing to you. Let's come in this season. Let's see what happens then.
Okay, Ahmed.
Did I not warn you about not having Son for game week 2?
Yeah, but at the same time, a lot of people took Kabali out because they felt that contradiction of attacking defense. But still, it wasn't that bad for me.
Against Chelsea Spurs, you should never have any of the players in big games, man. It's just common sense, really.
Okay.
Yeah, but to me,
we see it.
To me, Kabali, he's got good midfield qualities as well. Even as a defender, he really has got good midfield qualities, which a lot of people are underestimating.
against a big team. What was the last time that Spurs or Chelsea kept a clean sheet?
Unfortunately, I don't have the stats in front of me. So,
Oh,
Ahmed,
you've come very low this week. I don't know about your team. I don't know about your team. Trippier, yeah, that's someone I would have got definitely. Aronson, who's that?
You got
Leeds.
you got
Exactly.
not
Who's that?
He's a very good player.
He's a US national, I think.
Yeah.
For the US. He's a very good playmaker, great attacking
Borough
midfielder.
player got 1 point.
Bit fast, but
Yeah, man. Don't
he's a lot to
forget.
learn.
Oh, so Emirates, you've got 3 Fulham
I'm
players.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Aronson, he's part of the players that came from Germany. He's got more experience in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, he's part of those crops, in it. Those guys that play in the Bundesliga for a bit.
Yeah,
That are
he's
not
that
really from
Which team does Alison play for?
traditional countries.
Leeds.
Leeds.
What's the reason why
Why
Mitrovic
have you
got
got
a
Leeds
-1?
players? That's
He
Mitrovic
Because
missed,
penalty,
he got
innit?
he missed the penalty.
Oh, did he?
And he
Yeah.
got booked as well.
He got booked. Yeah,
Alright.
missed penalty booked.
Actually, Arison comes from Salzburg. He came from the team Haaland played for before Dortmund.
But that's what I'm saying, don't it? Leeds
I
got
think they
quite.
paid.
No,
Salzburg.
but then again, Red Bull Salzburg is owned by Red Bull.
Can someone put a picture of them, please, up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
A lot of young wonder kids sign for Salzburg when they're young.
How old is this guy?
If you
He's
go
about
to
22. 21.
Go
He'll be 22 in October. 22nd of October will be his birthday, and he'll turn 22 then. So he's relatively
Okay.
young.
Leeds
What made you choose him, Ahmed? What made you choose him?
I watched his pre-season games, and I'll see him in the midfield. He got like a few assists. Obviously, I mean, thinking he's gonna bring that into the first few games, but
Who did they play against? Eastleigh FC.
they were bad. But anyways,
But I'll never have any Leeds player. Okay, the only player that you could have is Rodrigo.
yeah, well, from last season, he's done
probably
nothing.
He's probably Leeds' best player.
No, he's got the technical attributes of a winger. The problem is he's gonna play that role. So he's gonna be like the attacking midfielder.
Leeds paid 25 million for him.
He's a good player. He's a very good playmaker. He is.
I'll be looking out for him.
But if he
I
had
just
pace,
don't
he'd
think
be a winger.
personally. I don't think I will have any Leeds players, man. I think they're just gonna struggle as a whole.
Well, this is the thing. Leeds got a defender called, is it Ericsson? I think he is as well.
Okay.
He's actually a good player for Leeds as a defender. Actually, saying that. So
No,
that's
I
on.
just think Leeds is gonna struggle.
No, I don't think.
Emma, it just seems as if did you rush your team?
No. This one I had last week.
What was your last week team?
Yes.
The reason why I say it's rushed there because Perisic is not going to start. Who else you have?
That's my last week's team.
Last week wasn't too bad actually.
In the last week team was okay.
And what's your this week team?
Well, obviously,
This is game week 2. This team I had here.
Yeah.
To be fair, you've had bare minuses, isn't it?
Yeah,
If
for the own goal.
If I'm honest with you, I think you just had a bad week. That's honest truth. I mean, you had a bad week. You know, Darwin got off. Metric was the penalty. Digney got yellow card.
Scored own goal.
He scored own goal. So unfortunately, you got good players who, on a grand scale of a season, are going to be good. But on this particular week, it went against you. That's what it is. Simple as that.
Plus, what I'm just saying is that Perisic, he doesn't really start. Okay, you might got your assist.
But don't forget, Perisic is still recovering from an knee injury from Inter Milan last season. So I can't.
Yeah, cool. I understand that, but I would never have him in the squad. I'll just wait.
What about game week 3? What about game week 3, Ahmed? Who you chose?
This is the team I've sort of decided.
Oh, you got Zaha.
Okay, that's interesting. Zaha is on. I think Zaha single-handedly is giving Crystal Palace a lot of confidence this season, single-handedly, and like he has done most seasons. But there's something a bit more.
So Emmett, you made one sub, yeah? Oh, you got storage.
Yeah, I changed it around.
Right. Did he start last game, storage?
No, he come on as a sub, but obviously I needed someone to fill in that gap.
All right.
I don't know, Ahmed. I think you're gonna be.
I reckon. I think you're gonna struggle again this week.
I think you're gonna be hitting. Honestly, I think you're gonna be hitting just below 40s.
Yeah, because I think Trippier's gonna concede. Perisic is not gonna start. I think Villa gonna struggle against Palace. The other points you're gonna get from is just two strikers.
Yeah.
Salah. And look,
How much-
Alisson.
So you're getting like
Look at Alisson. Your leader playing Chelsea as well.
Ahmed, how much is Digny? How much is he?
5.
5 mil. It's quite
So for
expensive for a
5
defender.
mil, for 5 mil, you're better going for cash, man, or even Mings.
Ahmed,
Digny's
how
worth
much
about
money you
4
got left in the
million.
bank?
Good transfer. 0.3.
Oh, you could have got Koulibaly.
Bali.
I'm not being funny. I think for the amount of players for 5 million they are in defense, you could have got a better player than that.
Yeah, you could have got rid of Perisic. But you
5
could
million is too much for Digny, man.
basically, listen, you could
I
have
have
got
to
rid of
pick players on defense who are better than that for 5 million.
You could have got
And-
rid of
and-
Perisic. Oh,
and looking
Ahmed,
at
Ahmed, start getting some Chelsea players in your defense.
I'm not gonna lie.
listen to me. What baffles me is that why has no one have 3 Man City players in the team?
I do.
Are we the only 2 that have 3 players? Man
Yeah,
City.
we're the only ones.
I do.
Oh, 3 of us. Man City, they're playing against Bournemouth, mate. It's a bit
That's
common
what I
sense,
mean.
isn't it?
Can I? Go on.
Ahmed, just click on what it says. No, don't do nothing yet. Just click on what it says.
Cash.
Um,
fine.
for points, go across. Click on what it says total points. Okay. Now go across to your prices. Now look at that. So if you look at so far in this in 2 games, argument's sake, you can see now who's producing the points and for the price value as well. And if you just go across to the prices, we can
Yeah,
all
go
see
across
it.
more, Ahmed. No, too much.
No, the other
Yeah,
way.
the other way. Oh, yeah, there. So if you look at that now, look at that example. Argument's sake, Ake, Ben Mee, Scar, Burn, Zinchenko. I'm not getting funny. Even Walker to some extent, you can play around. So you can that defense, man. That you can prove that big time, bro.
Basically, who had Espilicueta in the team?
Ali. Ali was
that's he's not gonna play or start. And also, I think Aki is only playing because I think Stones. I think he's gonna play next game. I think Aki. I think he only started because I think who did Man City play? Bournemouth and I think they played 2 rubbish teams. Who did they play? West Ham.
West Ham.
Who's the next 3 games fixtures?
Let me check.
Newcastle, Palace,
Barcelona.
Forest, Villa.
Yeah, because I think Stones has come back, so I think Stones might be starting. And who's the other defender that's injured at the moment?
Cancelo, Diaz, isn't it? Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz will be starting. Who's the other one? Laporte.
Laporte, yeah, Laporte's the one as
Yeah, I
well.
think
He's
Laporte's
got
injured
knee-
at
What
the
about Gundogan? Is Gundogan going to start?
Can I
think he might.
show my game week 3?
He's got a good value right now.
Is that yours?
No,
No,
can I show mine now?
Yeah, go on.
I know I showed my game week 3. Okay.
Yeah, I think personally everyone should have Man City players in their team.
All right. Let me go again. What's my game week 3?
I've gone for overall top 6 type of team
Can you
players.
see it? Subject.
Yeah.
That's my game week 3.
Oh, you stuck with Grob.
Yeah, I quite like him.
It's gross.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Grob, yeah.
By the way, can you guys see the arrow I've done?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
How'd you do that?
Well,
There's a
this is the
lesson
thing.
here.
Well, this is the thing. On my side, I've got access to it. I don't know what.
Yeah, so do I.
But you just literally go to your pen and do arrow, and then you can just do it that way.
Okay.
Oh, you got Salah. You got Salah as captain.
Yeah. No, this is just. I don't know yet how to choose you as captain. Me personally, I wanted to go for Cancelo as captain. I wanted to take a big risk.
Not a bad shout. But sometimes you have to watch out. Pep,
I know that. But you know what?
Pep
What?
likes to tinker his team.
I know he does tinkering, and I believe that all the time. But personally, I believe this time he's not going to tinker his first 10, 15 games. He's going for it.
Yeah, well, I hope so. So I know he's gifted the two teams. It's just he has a habit of changing.
He does. You're right. You are right.
Which is annoying for FPL.
It is. But I personally believe I think he's going to get as many points as he can before the Champions League starts.
Yeah, that's very soon.
Yeah.
That's in September.
Yeah, that's not a bad team.
But what do you think? Cancelo as captain?
I've got who's my captain? I think I've got De Bruyne as captain for me.
If I had De Bruyne, I would go for him.
Well, it's a risk with having a defender as a captain.
I understand that, but
if you can see the goal, then you have to hope that they get assist or a goal.
I know
that's the problem.
But sometimes you gotta take risks. You gotta take risks.
Don't forget.
I've got De Bruyne as captain. So
don't forget, Man City are going to Newcastle, where Newcastle will fill out the stadium and act as a 12th man.
Easy. You think you'll be playing Anfield?
No, we'll see. Newcastle, their atmosphere from the fans.
Yeah,
can be tough.
It was a full house when they played home, Newcastle.
Yeah, what was the Man City score last time?
Yeah, but Newcastle are known for that. They're known for selling out their stadium each week. So they did it.
What was the score last time
to
round?
believe again. Now they've got these new owners.
Yeah, what was the score last time round?
Check.
Okay, 5-0 at home.
Yeah, but I think last season Newcastle and the Newcastle now, I think in reality they're two different teams as well. I think a lot of people Newcastle for me is this year. I think they can enter that top 8.
For sure. Huh?
Without a doubt.
Okay, let's stop it here now.
What happened?
And let's move on to our next topic.
Can I just add one more?
I haven't shown my team yet.
Haven't you?
Listen.
Okay, you've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You're gonna have to get it in there.
Okay, sorry, yeah, Man City won 4-0.
4-0, okay. Okay.
All right, Mobile, you can show yours. I don't know who's got that in the background.
Probably, mate. You see that?
Is that your game week 2?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's fine. Stop.
That's all right there.
Let's scroll up. Yeah, that's it.
That's not a bad team, you know. That's a good team.
Obviously, Darwin let me down.
But
I think he let down all of us.
I think you're lucky there that Diaz got scored that goal. That's not a bad team. I like that team.
Who's your bench?
Dunk, Keita, Zuma, and Forster.
Well, I don't know why you got Keita. He's not gonna play for Liverpool ever again.
I think the one player that obviously caught you surprising, Mo, is Dunk.
No, to be fair, a lot of people had Dunk last year in their team.
Yeah,
I chose Dunk because when I saw him in game week, in the game week 1, he performed quite good. He did.
No, what I'm saying, I think he's the one that maybe caught you out.
Yeah.
But you should have had it as your first sub, just in case.
It wasn't that. I thought Saliba, I thought he was going to perform, but he didn't.
Everyone thought that.
No, yeah. Okay. Saliba, I don't know. Zinchenko, I understand.
Well,
second left.
Your game week 3, quickly bring that up. Go to pick team. Pick team.
Click on pick team.
That's it. Go down.
Oh, you got Martinelli. Well, you're gonna
15
have to. You're gonna have to change Darwin. Oh, you got Shaw as well.
I would change Darwin for Dunk.
You
Wait a
reckon?
minute, did you transfer that Newcastle defender this week?
5
Yeah, yeah.
seconds. 3,
Huh?